Chat, what's good YouTube? It's your boy LuhTone and I'm back with another reaction video, man. You already know what's going on. I know you clicked on this video because the title and the thumbnail just caught your eye. It's real interesting. I find it interesting and that's why I had to make the thumbnail so good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to get straight to it, man. We about to share out right now, man. We finna be reacting. Look at the top left of your screen. We finna be reacting to killer husband realizes that the wife is still breathing. So what I feel like that title mean right there is basically the husband found out that, quote unquote, the wife got, you feel me? I don't know if I can say this word, but I'm gonna say it. Hopefully you two don't get me for that. But it seems like the husband thought that the wife got killed, you know what I'm saying? And so she been, quote unquote, passed away for a minute. And then later on, she finds out that, he finds out that she's still breathing, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully I broke that down right. Hopefully I thought of that on the correct way. And let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong and then break it down to me what it really means, you know what I'm saying, in the comment section. But without further ado, welcome to the channel. If you are new, let me full screen it for you real quick. Know what I'm saying? My name is LuhTone. Feel me? Welcome to the LuhTone family. I appreciate you tapping into each and every one of these reaction videos, man. We do not edit these reaction videos, so if you hear me instead or a couple times, it don't matter. We all human, you know what I'm saying? But we on the road to 1 million right now. I ain't gonna talk too much in this intro. We on the road to 1 million, but we gotta hit 100K first. But let's see what this video talking about. Know what I'm saying? Killer husband realizes that wife is still breathing. Let's see what they talking about, y'all.
2019. A woman named
Hold on. Let me rewind it because they talking right away at the beginning of this video. I do got the eats right here, y'all, and I'm not gonna be smacking because y'all was getting on me in the comments.
Hours of Valentine's Day 2019.
So a woman named Olivia Jones
walked the aisles of a local supermarket known as HEB Plus in preparation for dinner with her husband Chris. As she gathered the ingredients, she observed a bouquet of pink and red roses, colors that symbolize tenderness and passion. As Olivia exited the store with the roses in her cart, she was unaware that in less than 40 minutes, she would be dead. A horrible consequence of so-called toxic love. The police
wait. So did she really?
In a quiet neighborhood in Beaumont, Texas. 11 minutes earlier, her loving husband Chris dialed 911.
Beaumont 911.
Wait, I gotta rewind the chat. I know, my bad, y'all.
Of so-called toxic love. The police would find her on her bedroom floor in a quiet neighborhood in Beaumont, Texas. 11 minutes earlier, her loving husband Chris dialed 911.
Beaumont 911. What is the address of your emergency? Please, hurry. Someone take the gun. Tell me what's going on.
That's bad acting.
I'm at home. My wife is shot in the head. Please, somebody shot in the head. My wife, please. Tell me, where is she shot? In the head. Okay, where in the head? Okay. I want you to try to control the bleeding.
As soon as the call disconnected, officers headed on their way to the Beaumont, Texas home of Chris.
What y'all think, chat?
Located at 5.
Y'all think he really tried to take the gun out of her hand?
8:55 a.m. They arrived.
Did he try to do
Officer
something?
Otis Butler was met by a familiar face. 40-year-old Christopher
Oh,
Ray
it makes
Jones, who
sense.
was visibly distressed. Officer Butler was close friends with Chris and his wife Olivia. His body cam was rolling while Chris urged the officers to hurry into the house.
Okay, look. Okay, I paused at the right time. I just got done talking about that part. I didn't want to pause while I was listening. Before we get into this next part, I was confused on the title. It say killer husband. So I'm thinking it's like a third person in this mug. So they basically saying the husband is a killer, and then he realizes that the wife is still breathing. So he tried to like get her off the earth, but she's still breathing. I get it now. I understand it now.
Where's the gun? In the bedroom, broken down on the dresser. Come this way. Okay. Please come this way. This way. Okay. Please.
As alluded to earlier, the officers made their way to the bedroom and found Olivia lying on the floor.
Baby! Sir.
Is they gonna show her?
Sit back. I tried to take it. Mom!
Olivia was found face down with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. Astonishingly, she was still breathing. When the officers rolled her over, they discovered that the bullet had pierced through her right eye. The room she was found in was covered in blood, with spatter all over the walls. The paramedics arrived, and while they tended to Olivia, the police secured the area. Officer Butler had Chris walk him through the events.
Nah, Chad, that's honestly crazy. How you gonna do that to your wife? How you gonna do that to your wife, though, Chad?
Leading up.
That's messed up, bruh. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
To the shooting.
What happened?
And then try to play it off like he ain't do it.
We had a disagreement.
That right there is fake. Acting.
I say, baby, if you're not working with me, you're working against me.
He just killed this. He tries to kill it.
My 19-year-old stepdaughter was 8. My 11-year-old was 1. I said, Olivia, we can't get it together. We can't be together. We got several weeks. And I say, I just want a divorce. And her reaction was, she got the gun? I said, give me the gun. She like, I don't remember which hand. I'm like, give me that gun. What is you doing? Stop trying to scare me.
That's bad acting.
Stop trying to scare me. I took it. So when you grabbed it and went off, she yanked. I grabbed it and she yanked back. And the gun went off.
So look, okay, I'm about to say, if they say she got shot in the back of the head, how did, when you yank it, you know what I'm saying? Usually y'all face to face. If you yanking it, y'all face to face then. So, but they said it went through the right eye. And ooh wee, she survived that. God is good.
Chris's story immediately set off red flags. How could such a large man be overpowered by his significantly smaller wife? Chris dropped to his knees in anguish, but there were no tears as he asked Officer Butler if he could go check on Olivia.
That's bad acting.
Is she alive? Yeah, she is. Still? Is she alive, Mr. Butler? Please don't tell me she's alive and she's not. When I saw her, she was. She was talking? She wasn't talking. Is she breathing? She looked like she was breathing. Ooh, like, don't go in there, sir. Please. I need you to stay right here with me, okay? Calm down. Calm down?
He nervous.
Upon learning that Olivia was still breathing, Chris's reaction seemed strangely devoid of relief or happiness. Another red flag for Officer Butler. Back inside the home, Olivia's wounds proved to be fatal, and just after 9 a.m., she was pronounced dead. Officers searced the rest of the home.
Wait, whoa. My fault. I know it's getting good.
In addition to the surveillance camera, back inside the home, Olivia's wounds proved to be fatal, and just after 9 a.m., she was pronounced dead. Officers searched the rest of the home and noticed that in addition to the surveillance cameras installed on the exterior of the house, there were 2 more cameras mounted in the living room, monitoring the interior of the house as well.
Maybe over
they
here
also
creeping up on me,
the gun
y'all.
that Olivia was shot with, a 9mm pistol covered in blood. However, they found it strange that the gun was in a different room from where the shooting took place. If Olivia was holding the gun when it went off, how did it end up in a different room? The only logical answer was that Chris must have moved it. Following this discovery, the officers decided that the best course of action was to detain Chris until they had a better understanding of what really happened. As Chris was getting handcuffed, his 19-year-old daughter, Ariel, arrived at the house. She had already been contacted by Chris, who told her what had happened. She was clearly devastated. While the officers tried to console Ariel, Chris was escorted to the back of a police cruiser. Lead Detective Mendy Freeman,
how you gonna do that to your wife though? And then have your kids like that?
Arrived at the residence and were immediately caught up to speed.
According to him, she grabs a 9mm in their bedroom. And she did that. He claims he reached for the gun to try to get it from her. And when he reached for it, and they struggle over it, boom.
At that moment, Olivia's sister Angela arrived at the scene, and Ariel once again broke out into hysterics. All of the evidence was collected and sent to the crime lab. Chris was brought down to the station where they took photos of his hands still covered in blood.
No, that's crazy.
The lead detectives, they're going to be the ones that actually answer. So.
When the detectives finally arrived at the station, they started Chris's interview by asking him what caused the argument. He said that he felt as if Olivia wasn't pulling her weight in the relationship.
I am very particular. If you heard that, that's true. I am very particular. You strive for the best for people. I work really hard, and I don't make excuses for myself, and I don't accept excuses for anybody else.
After telling her that he wanted a divorce, she went to the bedroom and grabbed the gun.
What did you say?
Really? You serious? Really? This is not gonna solve it.
Okay.
You know, this is not. You do not want to do that.
He's a bad liar, y'all.
Freaking gun down before you make a mistake and hurt yourself. She was crying. She was crying.
Chat, let's see if his story match up to what he was
Chris
saying to the
handed over
officer.
his cell phone, which had access to the home security camera footage.
See, if you want to access just that camera, you touch that. And that's just that camera. Okay?
Uh-oh. I gotta get close up. We gotta see what's going on.
And everything is labeled. Carport, backyard, front door, back door, laundry room, inside garage, living room, kitchen.
The police examined this footage, hoping to corroborate Chris's story. At 8:41 a.m., Olivia can be seen going about her morning routine in the kitchen. Then, all of a sudden, the footage cuts out. 3 minutes later, at 8:44 a.m., the video is back up, and Chris is captured frantically pacing around the house while on the phone with 911. 11
definitely had a plan.
later, at 8:55 a.m., the responding officers can be seen entering the residence. That means that Olivia must have been shot during this 3-minute gap in the footage. In the interrogation room, Chris was asked why this footage was missing. He claimed that he had no idea.
We're still trying to pull up these videos here. Why would there be no recordings on it? I don't know. It should. Everybody that went in that house should be on it. But like I said, the internet, you can go through days and it's gonna get pretty much done. We shouldn't have gone that. Just keep, like, you can pick whatever day you want and it's never gonna be consistent. That's why I said it was a waste of money. Well, I mean, I ain't
gonna lie, Chad, you're a bad liar, bro.
Find some video on here.
I still don't like, that's not right, but how you gonna do that to your wife, though?
But almost all the videos start right after this event happened.
Chris had a bunch of excuses, from internet problems to not charging the camera properly. But at this point, the detectives were taking anything Chris said with a grain of salt. It seemed more likely that Chris, the only one with access to the footage, had tampered with it. Since they did not have the video, they had Chris reenact the moment that he tried to disarm Olivia.
Now go ahead and do my initial. Give me the phone. And I go. I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, you're good.
I don't see chair.
Sorry. You're fine.
Why the chair?
I'm reliving. How you are? I'm reliving.
So she should be shot in the back of her right head.
Did you feel me twist your? Did you feel me twist?
Back here.
Did you feel me twist your? I twisted.
With
Bro,
each question
time out, chat. Imagine, though. Imagine if, say, it really was an accident like that. Is you really gonna tell the story like that, though? Like, come on now. Just be honest.
asked.
Let me know your thoughts and
Chris
opinions
was
on that, man.
improvising the answer,
I'm gonna talk a lot
actively
more
trying
after
to make
this.
the puzzle pieces fit together rather than telling the
You're a
truth.
bad liar,
The
yo.
detectives ended their initial interview feeling more suspicious of Chris than ever. They then moved on to other members of the family, starting with Olivia's sister, Angela.
Olivia Jones is your sister, right? We've been talking a lot lately. We talk every day. I drop her baby to her at the tax office. She's always been timid about everything, but she was the type that whatever went on in their home, she would keep it there.
Kind of a private
person.
Yeah.
She loved her baby so much that she thought she had to live for them. You know, she would never.
Angela went on to reveal the extent
crazy,
of
y'all.
Chris's control over Olivia.
She can't talk on the phone after a certain time. He controlled the finances. He never wanted to be in the presence of her family.
Bad for business. It's the red flags right there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta keep the red flags.
She would have to step off, and when he would call, and all you could hear was him screaming and yelling on the phone. His character is agitation. Like, his character is to be aggressive. I just don't get it. Because all she wanted, my sister was a married type. All she wanted was to be loved. She loved love. Like, she loved her babies. She wanted to live for her babies.
To make matters worse,
I ain't
Chris's
gonna lie, y'all.
ex-wife Letitia
I'm gonna rewind it.
To live for her babies.
It's kind of sad. It's not. It kind of is even an understatement. It is sad having to be like, for her example, being a sister. You know what I'm saying? Gotta speak on her sister instead of saying like she loves her babies. Now she's saying she loved. You know what I'm saying? Like it's even a simple thing, man. Like it's just
To
a
make
crazy
matters
world out here.
worse, Chris's ex-wife Letitia, who he
How you gonna
initially
kill your
met
own
back
wife?
in 1999,
You married her.
corroborated his pattern of controlling and aggressive behavior.
I met Chris Jones in 1999. It was just like a constant fight. Like, he strangled me, choked me out, drugged me through the house. My skin was missing off my back. One time he bit my hand.
Whoa.
He had this bite marks on my
Crazy.
hand. This was what it was. If the house not clean, he's told me that he would kill me if I was to ever leave him. Told me how he would do it. The reason I never said anything or went for help was because I was extremely in fear of my life. Because I knew and I felt in my heart that he would kill me.
And most
yo, time out, chat. Who is Letitia then? Did they say that in the video? Who is that?
Were the allegations made by Olivia's daughter Ariel during her interview. She explained what it was like living at the house with her mom and Chris.
One time they were arguing and I heard her say she couldn't breathe. I would see bruises on her. It broke her down to the point where she believed what he said. You won't be nothing without me, stuff like that. Right. Everybody knows my mama. Everybody knows my mama. Everybody knows that we were her world.
With each person interviewed, the allegations against Chris were stacking higher and higher. They doubled back with him, urging him to tell the truth about what actually happened to the missing footage.
No stuff videos.
I look guilty.
No.
I'm not deleting those videos. I look guilty.
Not if you say right now, what you just said, well, I freaked out, I panicked, I did some stuff I shouldn't have done. Is that one of them? Yes. How many did you delete?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just afraid of being blamed for somebody else.
So look, he just told on himself. If they end up, like the person that's asking him the question, if she go back and ask the other person that was asking him the question, they can catch the lie right there. He just told her that yes, he deleted the videos off of like panicking, quote unquote. But then when he was talking to the dude, he was like, I don't know what happened. Like it just randomly happened. Like I don't know what happened to the videos. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there. You just caught him in a lie. If they don't talk after this, like come on now, they ain't doing their job right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta catch the person and be trying to catch the person.
Really bad.
While the confession was a much-needed win for the detectives, there was still no trace of those crucial 3 minutes of footage. However, the detectives did their due diligence. They spent the days combing through all available footage from the house to see for themselves what daily life was like for the Jones family. In these recordings, the true nature of Chris and Olivia's relationship was on full display.
Then you gonna be looking stupid. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor, White. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on that. Why is that like that? You're not paying attention.
Man, this dude a buster. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Okay, please.
Whoa. Put my lid on the bin. Oh, whoa. Why are you talking to her like that? I ain't even laughing in like that way.
Okay, please.
You wasn't worried about the son of a bitch a minute ago. That's your mother. Look at me like that, bitch. I'm not playing with you. Play.
No, I ain't even gonna lie to you, chat. I ain't got no words. Seeing stuff like this.
You want to do some shit, not enough? Listen, give it here. You got all the goddamn answers. You don't do a goddamn thing around this. Right.
I can't even say what I want to say, chat.
That's clean dish, that's clean.
All I'm gonna say is just to sum it all up, he's soft.
You look at it. You don't pay attention to what you doing. You all over the place, Olivia. You ain't got the chance to play no. Who on the wall? Who you burning now? Me. Harriet don't live here. It's you. It always
Man, don't be saying it's you. It ain't you. It's him. He got that wall dirty. I expect you to clean it up. Man, it's crazy out here how they do it. And I'm talking about the person right there in the pink shirt trying to be like controlling big and bad. You know what I'm saying?
It always been you.
Chris would take any chance that he could to bully Olivia, constantly putting her worth into question, even humiliating her in front of her own daughter.
Let me rewind it real quick, chat. I gotta go get a napkin.
You ain't got the chance to play no. Who on the wall? Who you burning now? Me.
It's you. It always be you.
Chris would take any chance that he could to bully Olivia, constantly putting her worth into question, even humiliating her in front of her own daughter.
When I got a show ass, you didn't have a job. You collect unemployment. You didn't have to be off. If most men in this world want a woman that got what? You wouldn't be doing this if I wouldn't have got upset. You would have bagged that. Life would be so much easier for me if you start thinking. You do dumb because you don't think.
Sometimes you just gotta step away from that type of energy.
On Chris's true colors and confirmed the allegations of abuse from Olivia's family.
No matter who got that energy.
Also looked into Chris's criminal.
She don't even look happy with that, man. Know what I'm saying?
Records and discovered that he had a history of violent charges, including multiple assaults in 1996.
Dude just looked like a buster.
And a domestic assault in 1998, which landed him in jail for a brief period of time. Even though they were still waiting for ongoing forensic analysis results, authorities believed that they had enough evidence to place charges against Chris.
News this morning, a Beaumont man is now facing murder charges in a Valentine's Day shooting of his wife.
Valentine's Day? He kills her on Valentine's Day. Ain't y'all supposed to be like showing each other affection, you know what I'm saying? Take her on a date or something.
Christopher Ray Jones, who worked as a correctional counselor at the Beaumont Federal Prison, killed his wife, Olivia.
Chris was charged with first-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter in April of 2019. But unexpectedly, within 24 hours after being charged, he was released on a $150,000 bond and was put under house arrest with a GPS monitor.
Now a man charged with murdering his wife is back at their home.
40-year-old Christopher Ray Jones was arrested and charged with shooting his wife in the face on Valentine's Day. His bond was set at $150,000. He paid and is now out.
Man, that is crazy. Why do you get a bond for that? Why do you get a bond for shooting somebody in the face?
He paid and is now out.
Many taking to social media to voice their concerns, stating things like, can't believe he's a social
Let me read that for y'all, chat. They say, how in the heck can you get out of jail on a murder charge after shooting your wife in the face and get out on bond for $150,000? That's $15,000. Maybe that's like that 10% thing. I don't know. But B-Mount Court, I think that's how I say system is not right. Guess now he can go and hurt other people in their family. Do they think her family feels safe now? There's something wrong with this law system. I guess it depends on who you know. And then whatever they said at the rest of it, they was, man, but that's true though. How you get on?
Can't believe he's out on
Everyone should be careful. We have a murder on the loose. I think that's what that was supposed to say. But y'all see it.
That's crazy. What's wrong with our system? And can't believe they would make his bond so low that he got out. He should not be walking the streets.
No, that's crazy.
Christopher was allowed to continue operating the Jones family business, a food truck called One Plate at a Time.
That's
crazy. The judge allowed Chris to work well out on bail since the food truck is directly beside his home. However, this decision was controversial amongst Olivia's family and the community. They knew Chris was the only person with Olivia at the time of her death, and they all seemed to believe that he had killed her.
He did. It ain't no other way around it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no other way around it.
It's a hot topic on social media. It's not generating rave reviews from many, but condemnation from a grieving family.
I don't see how would anyone want to support someone who murdered their wife on Valentine's Day, which is a day that we are supposed to celebrate love.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be cool.
To celebrate that with him. He decides to take her life.
Chris's image was tainted even further when the results from the crime lab came in. The bloodstain patterns at the crime scene indicated that the gunshot wound could not have happened in the way that Chris described it. Additionally, investigators found no gunshot residue on Olivia's
It's only 3 minutes left in this video chat. We gotta find more info.
When it went off, gunshot
I was talking
happened in the way that Chris described it. Additionally, investigators found no gunshot residue on Olivia's hands, indicating that there was no way she was holding the gun when it went off. There was, however, gunshot residue on Chris's hands and clothing. Despite all of the evidence pointing towards Chris, he pled not guilty to his charges. But before his trial would take place, Olivia's family held a gathering to honor her memory.
This Valentine's Day,
Chat.
purple and red balloons.
Pled not guilty. If they said the evidence was clear as day, how did he plead not guilty though? I don't know.
And red was one of her favorite colors.
1 year ago today, Joshua Simmons lost his sister.
Valentine's Day was one of her favorite holidays.
I would give almost anything to have her back right now.
What's this year been like for you? and your family.
If you can wrap it up in one word, it would be frustrating.
Frustrated with the fact that Jones isn't behind bars. Now the family wants to raise awareness for domestic violence, but more than anything, they want justice for Olivia.
No, that's crazy, child.
Life in prison. While my sister spent the rest of her life in the grave.
After finally having an opportunity to celebrate Olivia's life, her loved ones would once again have to face her death during Chris's upcoming trial. The courtroom was packed with family members from both sides. It had been over 3 years since Olivia's death, and despite the clear tension between the two families, they
Is that what's the name right there?
Justice for Olivia.
We got a new cut.
Prosecutors Jimmy Ham and Mike Laird described Chris as an abusive partner with a violent past, and it was only a matter of time before something like this happened. Chris's defense attorney, Ryan Gertz, argued that Chris only grabbed the gun because Olivia was recklessly handling the weapon, putting both herself and Chris in a dangerous predicament. Forensic pathologist Celestina Rossi provided critical bloodstain analysis and confirmed that Olivia did not have any gunshot residue on her, contradicting the defense's claims that her death was merely an accident.
Come on, chat. They need to give us some type of information before this mug off. We need to know how many, if it's another sentence.
2022, Christopher Ray Jones was found guilty for the murder of his wife, Olivia Jones.
There you go, y'all. You got senses. I was finna say, if they're gonna let him run loose for that, though, like, that's crazy, because ain't no way you get away with something like that, chat. Like, the evidence was clear as day, bruh. Burnham literally killed his wife, bro. You're a buster.
1,118 days. That's how long Olivia Jones's family says they've waited for this moment. The moment when Olivia's husband, Christopher Jones, was found guilty of murder. Olivia died at the hands of her husband on Valentine's Day 2019, and instead of spending a lifetime behind bars,
we elected to agree with the state to a 30-year sentence because of the potential risk of, an even higher sentence.
In exchange, Christopher waived his right to appeal the conviction. After the judge handed down this sentence, Olivia and Christopher's 2 daughters took the stand. Looking directly at their father, they described the impact of Olivia's death. The youngest daughter, who was only 11 when her mother died, said, quote, "I'll forgive you one day, but right now I can't." Throughout the trial, the prosecution described a history of abuse that finally blew up. Defense attorney Ryan Getz argued a different version of events.
I think that
dang, chat.
We'll never know what happened in that room. Ultimately, my impression from the jurors is that they just didn't believe Chris's version of events, and that really only left them one alternative.
This was an emotional day for Olivia's family. As they were leaving the courtroom, they were encouraging each other, saying, "Today was all about Olivia, and she won."
Christopher Jones is currently serving his sentence in the John M. Wynn Unit in Huntsville, Texas.
Dang. Hey, chat, that's the wrap it up for this video, man. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that, man. I ain't even gonna lie, too. The title to this mug is crazy in general. Look again in the top left, know what I'm saying? The title is crazy. For the husband even killing the wife, know what I'm saying, on Valentine's Day, that's one thing right there. You gotta be a cold person. But even to kill your wife in general, even to kill somebody in general, you gotta be a cold person, know what I'm saying? Like, where is your heart at? It's really not that deep, know what I'm saying? Just leave the person alone, for real, for real. But nah, that's honestly crazy. He got sentenced to 30 years after like maybe a few years of getting out on bond. But if the evidence was already there like right away, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it shouldn't have even been no years of being free. Like, and I'm just be honest, like, know what I'm saying, if that mug, man, chat, I ain't even got too much words. I'm gonna say, man, but y'all know how I feel. Y'all probably got y'all opinions going on too, bro. It's crazy out here. But he got sentenced to 30 years. He probably already like what, 70, 60 years old. No, he probably like 50, 40 years old. So he'll get out when he like 70, 80. You know what I'm saying? But that's the end of the video, man. Don't try to take nobody's life, bro. If you're watching this and you go through hard times or some stuff might make you mad, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to take nobody's life, bro. It ain't that deep, bro. But we on the road to 1 million subs right now, man. We gotta hit 100K first, man. Stay tuned. I got some stuff that I need to order. I'm trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be patient with me. I got a lot of things I want to do this year, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna make it happen. We trusting God and we walking with God throughout this whole entire journey, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy LuhTone. We gon' roll to 100 mil. Yeah, roll to 100 mil, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy LuhTone.